let these people know exactly who we are.
What's up, y'all? My name is Shan from She Gets a Podcast. This is Greg for Young Black and Bothered. This is Loudmouth Stereo. The topic tonight is a man loses interest in a woman the minute she blanks. And Greg just went blank. This is how we starting the show. Let's wait for Greg to reconnect. We also going to give y'all a minute to pop in here. This show will go from now till about 1:20 something, and then we'll bring the second part in. So thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for tuning in. And here he is.
Good grief! Like,
what's good?
I'm back. I don't know what happened with this app, man. I just don't know. They cut me out again, but it's okay. No big deal. we are here. We're gonna get straight into the shits because basically I was on a Facebook group when I saw a similar topic come up, and I said, you know what, we have to discuss this. We have to have a woman perspective, and we have to have a man perspective. So this is definitely going to be a two-parter. And luckily for the people who are listening, you want to get both parts tonight. So shout out to y'all. The topic is a man loses interest in a woman the minute she the minute she blank. And the blank can either be the minute she tells you something, the minute that she does something. We want to hear from y'all. I have a large list and scenarios, but the discussion is, what are some reasons that a man can honestly lose interest in a woman? It's cuffing season. A lot of people are trying to figure out if they actually really fuck with that person, if they want to date that person. Yeah, so this is the platform. So a lot of women that are, listening live on stereo or listening to the podcast, you might get a lot of your questions answered tonight. If not by myself in the audience, Shan's definitely gonna let you know if she gets it. Shout out to She Gets It Podcast. So I don't know where to really start. Let me do a scenario. I think I'll do the scenario and then I'll go down the list. If anybody else wants to chime in, feel free to leave a voice note or just clap your hands if if you're fucking with the content. So here's the scenario. A man takes a woman out on a date, a real date. She has expressed, as he has expressed interest. She accepted, and this is their first date. They have a great time. He wants to see her again. The following week, he sees her on a date with another man at the same place he took her. He saw her, and he knows she saw him, but she didn't speak to him. Number one, was it rude of her to not speak to the other guy?
No.
Meaning the guy. Okay. That's. Thank you for answering in advance.
I'm at your neck.
Lord. Number two, if she spoke to the other guy, would that be considered disrespectful to the man that she was on the date with at the time?
Yes. You gonna fuck up her dessert.
Oh Lord. And number three, would the first guy still continue to date her after seeing her out with another guy?
That's his choice, nigga.
See? So, mind you, that was the scenario. I want to hear from you guys. Clearly, we already got some voice notes, so we might as well go ahead and just get those out the way now.
Oh, man. All right, let's play this.
I lose interest in a woman the first fucking time that she be mean to somebody less fortunate than her. Just homeless people. I had some girlfriends before. I mean, it was just
for
fine.
Sure.
And then, somebody would come up begging for $1 or something. They'd be like, motherfucker, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. It's just $1. I don't care if you got $5. It's $1. Or you could at least politely say no. You know what I'm saying? But just being rude or nasty or hateful to somebody, that's a huge turnoff for me.
I agree.
Or if she cheat. If she entertaining a bunch of dudes, fuck that shit. Ain't having no competition. Ain't nobody can compete with me. I'm the best.
Oh.
Fuck that.
Oh. Okay, confident.
That'll make me fly the coop.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah, I don't like rude people. What about you, Greg?
Yeah, me, I don't fuck with rude people at all. Mainly because I've never been one of those type of people who likes to be rude to people unless I have to. But there's some people who just are intentionally rude, and I try to stay as far away from them as I can possibly do. So, is that
for sure?
Man loses interest in a woman the moment he sees that he didn't get the best version of her because she has a cousin with a bigger booty, nicer titties that is available.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why?
Oh my, here we are. Oh boy. See,
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I was not expecting that this soon. Jesus Christ. So the reason why I had that scenario up, and I know we got another voicemail, but the reason why was because I wanted to see how people kind of took to that. I'm not going to read it again, but basically, like you said, that it's not rude. It is rude of her to speak to the guy that she just went on a date with when she's on a date with another guy. I felt the same way. Um, and the reason I'm trying to tie this into a man losing interest is because, we lose interest when we find out that women have other options. And we're going to get into that a little bit later in the show, but I wanted to just kind of like put that scenario in people's heads to see, what the space, how they feel in that space. So that was pretty much the scenario I had. I have a laundry list of like some instant things that, a man loses interest in, but we have so much to talk about.
Me too.
But go ahead and hit that button for this last voicemail.
I lose interest in a woman the first time I hear her emasculate any man. Like call a man gay or insist that he's not a man because he doesn't do a certain thing. Anytime a woman emasculates a man, that's when I feel like we're done talking. I don't want to talk to you no more. You goofy bitch. All right.
Ooh.
Okay. So, I guess we set the scene. So here we are. There's a chart that I want to take this chart.
This man got a chart, honey.
Yeah, I'm going to apply this to the show because I want to see how people feel about it, because this is going to be very controversial. To me, it's controversial. So there's two categories. The first category is what women think men want in women, and the second column is what men actually want in women. So what we do want versus what women think they want, right? So I'm gonna list off what the women think men want.
Wait, disclosure. If you're lost in the sauce, go get your paper and pen. Continue.
Yes. So, the first column is what women think men want in women. So here's the list. Feel free to chime in if you feel as though this is like completely incorrect. And mind you, I did not create this little like scheme here. This is what I found in our forums, right? So what women think men want in women. Number 1, financial stability. Number 2, confidence. Number 3, successful. Number 4, high earning career. Number 5, ambitious. Number 6, challenging. Number 7, strong. And number 8, independent. Now, how do you feel about that list?
I feel like that list has some truth to it, but to a degree. Like, I don't think men want a woman that's independent to the point where she demeans him and acts like she doesn't need him there. Like, him being there is, he's lucky that he's there. Like, men don't want that. And men don't want a woman that makes a lot of money because that's why I'm with this woman. A real man really doesn't give a fuck about if a woman makes hella money. He's more focused on, is she happy so she doesn't make me miserable? Is she actually working? And is it consistent? So, but a lot of that I agree with. So, continue.
Okay. Now, I want to repeat these again because we got 2 voicemails, and I'm trying, like you said, to not have these builds. So I'm gonna let you play the 2 voicemails, but I'm gonna repeat that list again for people who are just chiming in and haven't heard it yet. What women think men want in women? Number 1, financial stability. Number 2, confidence. Number 3, successful. Number 4, high earning career. Number 5, ambitious. Number 6, challenging. Number 7, strong. And number 8, independent. Those are the top 8 things that women think men want in women. So that's a daunting list. But go ahead and play these voicemails, because if anybody objects to it, feel free to chime in, because I'm gonna tell you what men actually want in women after we play the voicemails.
What is humanity?
Vlad.
Well, I'll tell you. Humanity without God exists as tribes. Where do we get this?
Sir,
I don't know. Yeah, please.
All right, Greg, just lamenting on what you just said. As far as losing interest when we find out she has other options. I'm not the same. I want a woman that has other options, but still chooses me. That's what I'm saying. So, like, her being on another date, that's one of the things that would be kind of iffy. Whether she talked to me or not, I probably wouldn't say nothing. I just, wouldn't even try to talk to her at that point. And then talk to her later about it in private. I think that's a respectful thing to do. But
I like him.
Obviously she has other options. I have other options. Right. So that's the reality of it's a whole lot of fish in the sea. So I want a woman that chooses me. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree.
People have to get to a point where, like where he said, I agree. If somebody is just dating you, it doesn't mean that y'all are exclusively dating and both of you agreed, or you have her because you gave her something to eat, or you have him because you gave him something to eat. And sometimes what he eats could sometimes be pussy, but it doesn't mean that you own this person. So if you see them out with somebody else, you can't call dibs. You could have a conversation about, how was your date? You look such and such when I saw you earlier. If they still focus in on you, that means you have some good finesse.
Profound. We got 2 more voicemails. Go ahead and play those because we're going to get into it.
Why women think that? Because they're too busy listening to Derrick Jackson, Steve Harvey, Michael Todd, and those goofy niggas be lying to them, making them customers.
Ooh.
Come on, Mike.
That's spicy.
What kind of woman doesn't have other options? Is this a vaginalist woman or something? She not have titties? What happened?
Oh, Lord. All right. So, I'm not going to hold people too long. So, that, we've already said the 8 things that women think men want from, in women. So here is a list. Now, mind you, this is comprised of 1,500 people in a group. They all collectively narrow things down using this category, the categories that were given to them. And honestly, I'm not going to say if I agree or disagree until after I read the list. So what men actually want in women. I want all of you guys to chime in, leave a comment if you agree or disagree, or if you have like a substitute. Number 1, fit body. Number 2, kindness. Number 3, supportive. Number 4, hardworking. Number 5.
Oh shit!
Can you hear me?
All right, go back to number 5.
Okay. Number 5 was agreeable. Number 6, peaceful. Number 7, sweet. And number 8, interdependent. Now, that one threw a curveball for me because I was not thinking that us men, what we want in a woman is for her to be interdependent. Do you know the definition of interdependent? Because I had to look that shit up.
Please tell me, because I'm balls deep into something.
Yeah. So wow, here you are. so the interdependent. I'm sorry, I don't know what is going on with
your thing going in and out. No, your thing's going in and out. Can you hear me?
We're back.
He's reconnecting. Let him reconnect. Can't hear you. Reconnecting. Hold on, y'all.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so I got to be on speakerphone. For some reason, iOS 14 does not agree with Bluetooth, so go figure. Okay. But interdependent. It's
shoot. You're reconnecting again. Hold on. Let me play this.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what's going on. Right. It keeps going in and out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect completely from Bluetooth and then just talk from here. So, interdependent. It says of 2 or more people or things dependent on each other. Now, I didn't know that you could use the word in the definition. So, I'm going to go with an example. So it says, what is an example of interdependent? All living things depend on their environment to supply them for what they need, including food, water, shelter. This is known as interdependence. For example, living things that cannot make their own food must eat other organisms for food. Now, I don't know what that means.
Why would somebody put that as a quality?
Yeah, I don't get that. So now there's also a definition for what does interdependent relationships mean. So it says this is when two persons, whether or not related by family, have a close personal relationship, live together, and one or each of them provides the other with financial and domestic support and personal care. This one was wild for me because I didn't know how to really take that, because it's saying that us men, we don't want women who are independent, but we want women who can assist in providing with financial, domestic support and personal care. It makes it seem like men we want like a mommy replacement, and I don't really agree with that. I'm sure other people would. I don't know how I feel about it. So how do you feel?
I feel like one man can't speak for all men.
Yeah.
One woman can't speak for all women. I feel like some males out here do want their mommies. But I don't feel like all men do. Like I said before, I just feel like a man doesn't want to be a woman's world. And when I say that, I mean he doesn't want her hanging on his balls every night and day, throughout the day, all in his face, want to be where he want to be at. Like, you have to have a personality, a life outside of our relationship, just like a man should have a life outside of your relationship. It shouldn't be all intertwined. You still individuals. Y'all just chose each other.
Yeah, I agree. The 8, it felt really weird. I don't know like how this list goes, but we have voicemails. I'm gonna let you go ahead and play those because
all right.
I'm sure somebody.
It just means being dependent upon each other. That's normal.
Okay. All right.
All right. So from what I gather from what he just said, interdependent means symbiotic, simpatico, right? So a symbiotic relationship, you depend on one another, and I 100% agree with the entire second list, like 1 through 8. The first one, not so much, because I don't care if she's successful or whatever, as long as she work hard at whatever she's working at.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
Most definitely, interdependent. That threw a little curveball for me too, but that's pretty important.
Yeah. This list is wild, and mind you, like that first list, like he said, when I saw it, I was like, yo, I don't really care about a woman's higher earning career. I really don't. Like that's not impressing me. I'm not impressed by that, and I'm sure women aren't the same way. They aren't impressed on the things that they see from men.
Some of them are. Greg. Lord. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, you sound like you was under the sea.
Yeah, this. Oh, but basically I was saying, go ahead and just play that voicemail because I don't want to build up. So.
Okay.
Interdependence is not that. Like, the practical application of it is like when you got a wife and she filling in the gaps. That's it. Like, if you don't do a certain thing, she filling in the gaps. That you're taking that too literal.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. This list is the way it's formed, it's kind of a literal thing. Like, they're saying they put supportive and interdependent at the same, in the same bucket pretty much. Agreeable, I agree with. Peaceful, I would kind of feel like kindness and that goes the same. But you know what? We're not going to read too much into it, like you said. What's the next voicemail?
And that second list is pretty much shut up, be nice to people, and do stuff I ask you to do. That's what that second list is.
Now, see, you know what? This is shout out to Raw and Uncut podcast, because if I read this list to him, he would be like, "There's no fucking way, none of this shit's gonna fly." So,
Akeem,
I'm just looking at this list, and like everybody else says, I agree with like the right column, the left column. I just like no, I don't. But what else we got?
Yeah, so what you're saying about looking for a mommy or whatever, I'm a single father, so like I 100% want a woman that will be like a mom, like a second mom to my daughter. So interdependent. I work with my hands, so I always think about what happens if I have an accident and both my hands get cut off. Well, then I would be dependent. You know, what am I gonna do if I was just by myself? That's how I think about it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a mom for myself, but like a mother to my children. So if she's going to be mine and we're going to have children and shit, then she needs to be a good mom. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yup.
Facts.
Agree. Absolutely agree.
What do you mean they're independent upon each other? Like they depend on each other?
See, okay. So, clearly I wasn't the only one that was confused by the literal term and the definite. Because I'm like, okay, I know what interdependent means, but the way they phrase it was like, oh no, like you depend on her, like pretty much it's like a substitute mommy. And I don't know if us men really depend on our woman to be like, you know, the financial and domestic and personal care support. You know, I don't want to speak for all men.
I just feel like the breakdown of it, to simplify it for everybody, is you want to make sure the person that's your companion, that's your equal, can equally hold down the fort like you. It might be in their own way, but you're not worried that, like he said, if his hands were gone and the way that he brought money into his household was through a trade, you know, his whole family's asked out. No, you know, if I can't, my woman can. If my woman can't, I can. Is that?
Okay, see, you made a great segue, because since we're talking about, you know, equality and doing things equally, we're going to start talking about this, you know, men losing interest in a woman the minute that she tells them. I want to go like straight into it. So,
okay, you want to play this voicemail first?
Go ahead.
When he said a man depends on a woman, what did he mean by that?
What I just said. What I just said.
Okay. All right. So
pop your titty out his mouth and stop babying him.
Oh my Lord, Jesus. Go ahead and hit that button one more time, because you know I want to make sure we.
Most men's are leeches, though. Like, to be honest, no lie.
Come on, D-Boss.
Most men are leeches. Wow.
This is the prime time to leech, because once you fuck her and she leaves and she goes to work and you still in the house, you might set up shop.
Yup. Oh yeah. See, we're about to go in. We ain't gonna make this a long show, but we're gonna make it a good one. So here we are. God damn it, I ain't gonna get to it. But you know, just let those sit for us. Actually, just get them out of the way before we go into the next topic. So
can you give me a shout out so my girl knows that you're talking to real people?
Okay, I don't know what he just said.
I didn't catch it.
I came in the middle of leeches. What did I miss?
Oh, okay. So yes, if you came in at the middle of leeches, you're in for a treat. Right now, we're going directly into a man loses interest in a woman the minute that she tells him blank. This could also be.
Come on, Greg, let's go.
Yeah. So this can also be for anybody who's listening. The question is, you know, for the men and the women that are listening, a man loses interest in a woman the minute she does or says what? You know, boom. This is your platform to say that. So I have a list. I have a list of 33 things.
Ooh, let's go.
33. Okay. So a man loses interest in a woman the minute she says no. That is definitely number one on the list. Let me just go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A man loses interest in a woman the minute she tells him no. That is number one on the list.
Sometimes a man that makes their dick drunk. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But obviously, this is up for debate. We are here to honestly bring content for people who, you know, want to leave commentary. So number one is no. Number two, you know, in the list of things a man loses interest in, the moment a woman says this, that she's putting herself first at all times.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
A man absolutely loses interest when she says that. A man also loses interest in a woman the minute she says she loves him.
Why?
Honestly, I'm not breaking any man laws. This is for the listeners here. This is all for the social commentary. I'm just giving you the list, and I want people to either, agree, disagree, argue, comment, all that. This is for you. This is your platform.
If y'all doing what I'm doing as Greg is talking, I'm jotting down the ones I have questions about. So I want you to go straight through your list. I'm not going to stop you.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. Here we go. She's celibate. That's number 4. Number 5, she has a blank month rule. That is number 5. Number 6, this happens to me more than I thought it would, and this definitely should be like number 2. But number 6 is, I need some money for blank. A man will absolutely lose interest in a woman the moment a woman tells me personally that she needs some money for something. I'm like, we gotta cut this shit off. I have a friend that from like years ago. And, we never like did anything, but she's still, hey, Greg, I need like $200 to, do this. And I'm like, wait,
$200?
$200. You know what? Next one. So that was number 6. Number 7 is a man loses interest in a woman the minute the minute she says that he's doing wrong all the time and they just started talking. So basically, if you were talking to a woman and she's telling you all the things that you're doing wrong and you just started talking to her, she's instantly like, you've lost interest right there. Number 8, me and him have a baby together. That's it. That is a quote. That is not even a statement. That is a quote. That is number 8 on the list. Number 9 on the list, when are you taking me out? If a woman tells a guy that, he loses interest. He's like, God damn, like, can I do it on my own? Can I phrase that for you? So that's number 9. Number 10, that she's friends with her ex. Me personally, I agree. I don't care if you have, guy friends, stuff like that, but if you're phrasing it like you and him go hookah together on Thursdays and shit like that, I'm gonna be kind of turned off. Like, my interest is, no longer peaked. Number 11 could also be number 6, where she says she's short on some bills. Instantly lost my interest. When a woman says this, I'm sure most men will agree. I think it's just funny that ... Whenever a woman says something like that, that is definitely something to lose interest. Number 13, I have a lot of male friends because I don't get along with women. Yeah. Number 14, I need a favor. Oh yeah, that's definitely on the list. Number 15, I can't find anybody to watch my kid.
Okay, pause. We're at 15. I'm gonna play these 5 voicemails and then we go ahead.
And girls and dudes might need their woman now, especially the heavier woman, because tax season is right around the corner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta be pregnant. LOL.
Shout out to
we have a runner.
Yep.
So, she get it. Just said y'all depend on each other, and I feel like that's the basis of like any relationship. So it's kind of a secondary thing on this topic.
Yeah. If I can't depend on a man, that means I don't respect you as a man. For me.
He was right about that though. Like, some women just like, I don't know if it's infatuation or what, but they say that they throw that love word out there too soon though, that kind of turn a nigga off, like, what the
I might say I love that dick a bit early.
See?
But you as a whole, we gonna work on this. We gonna build up.
I love a woman that'll tell me no. I like hard-headed women.
Yes,
I don't like submissiveness, because when she's submissive, then she bases all of her opinions off of your opinions. And it's like she don't have no thoughts for herself. That being said, I'll never fucking forget, I was dating this one chick for like a year, right? I didn't let her meet my daughter for a year. And then after 1 year, I brought my daughter to her crib and stuff, and we were hanging out there. And my baby asked for a banana. And this woman had 3 bananas. She just deposited like 10 bands into her account. And then told my daughter, nah, she couldn't have a banana. And that pissed me off, dude. Like, I was completely turned off to her for the remainder of that whole relationship. It should have been the end of it, but
Yes.
It wasn't. But I'll never forget that.
Wow. That's unfortunate. I think when men tell me no, if I want something, or if I talk about a topic and they tell me no, for me, it's the ultimate turn on. Like, I hate men that are so like woman pleasing to the point where they don't have a backbone on their true thoughts. Like, you have to be able to tell the woman that you're with no. Like, when I tell you, it makes my pussy pulsate. I say, oh my God, he told me now.
Oh, no.
Getting somewhere.
Oh, no.
In my opinion, I think the most men lose interest with the woman is like regarding her appearance. A lot of men like their woman, the upkeep, the hair, the nails, the clothing. They don't want no sloppy looking woman. You know, no matter what size, as long as she keep herself up, I think a lot of dudes will be cool with that.
Yeah.
Chaco Bay said if Barbara looked like a sloppy Joe, we gonna have to drop her.
Oh no.
One of my female friends used to tell me the best way to get rid of a dude is ask him for some money. That's the best way if y'all want to deal with his ass.
Yep.
Or he might hit you with the I'll call you back and call you back. Like, don't call me back.
Damn, a banana? Shit. Stingy.
Yo, she said no bananas though. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I just want to say what Cornholio had to say. Especially the thing is that waiting a year to meet his daughter with the lady, smart move, because the thing of it is you don't want people brought into the child's life continuously and then ripped away, especially when they get an emotional attachment. So I want to say definitely a good call on that one, man. Yeah. Kudos to you, and definitely give you a thumbs up on that one.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is why it's hard for people with children to go for single people who do not have children or don't know if they want children, because the mindset is completely different. So for me, my kids make it easy for me to be resistant against single men who don't have children. Now, if you have children, it just makes it more understanding. So I get that. That's my move.
See, and she likes it too. That means something. That means she's a sub. No, just got jokes now. That's all I got to say.
I might be. All right, continue with your list. You're on 15. Let's go.
All right, so number 16. I don't like men who play video games.
What?
That was on the list. I don't like men who play video games. Number 17 is...
If he plays video games, that means he's good with his fingers.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. All right. This one was surprising to me. Number 17 is let me come to the gym with you. I'm not too familiar with that one. Like, do women, like, ask or invite themselves to the gym with them? Like, is that...
I've never done it, but I don't want to work out with my man. Our workout gonna be later. You did.
All right, let me see. What else we got? Number 18, that she is an influencer. So I'm assuming that meaning like Instagram honeys and stuff like that. If they say that she's like an influencer, that's kind of a turnoff and men lose interest. Now, I don't agree with that because like all the men, like, you know, any man that I know, like we like looking at them Instagram models and stuff like that. Now, if a guy, I guess.
Hold up. I don't know how you didn't know. I don't know who ain't tell you. I don't know if you're reading the captions. I don't know if you're on the She Gets It pod on IG or on Twitter, but the girl got merch, okay? Shh. I got to tell them this information. The girl got merch. I got you on sweatshirts. I got you on long sleeve tops. I got you on hoodies. I got you on masks if you pro mask out here, okay? I even got you on, bags, you know what I'm saying? On the sign that you need to hide your stash in. Fanny Pack World, I got y'all too. Check out She Gets It Shop on Teespring, okay? I got y'all with the merch, all right? Now back to this show, because y'all need this information, because one thing I'm tired of is what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing. And we all need reality checks. We just do.
Talks to a woman who's an influencer is the reason why he loses interest is because like, hey, she gets a lot of attention from men. That's why they don't want to. I think that has to be why.
And usually women who are in the social eye like that, they always have to be seen, or they always have to videotape everything, or they want to take pictures with you kissing them, or they want to like, the best thing, like if I'm on social media and I do shows and I record like this, I don't want a man that also does a show is in media, because then you're going to have millions of people in your fucking relationship. And the best relationships are kept what? Private.
Exactly. Number 19. A man would lose interest in a woman the minute she says, "A broke bitch could never."
I've never said that, but okay.
Yeah, that one was a curveball for me too. Number 20. A man loses interest in a woman the minute that she tells him, "If you're not ready to treat me like ...
Yeah.
That was a wild one. Wow. A lot of men just don't like to give women money, because number 21 is, "I know we just met, but can I borrow ...
But you know what's so crazy? Some men do. Some men think it's strange that you never ask them for help. Some men think it's strange that you never ask them for money. And some men, because their past 5 women always ask them for money, or they always gave money, assume money is what you like and what's going to keep you. No, I'm sorry, sir. Your money can't cover up your small ass dick. This is not what's going to keep me. So sometimes it does not work.
That was spicy. What is this? Number 22. Jesus. Again. Number 22 is, "I'm trying to get some money together to get ... Damn. Men really do not want to give women money at all.
Some men.
Yes, some men. Number 23. She posts her Cash App on social media for her birthday, or it's in her bio. A man would instantly lose interest the moment he sees some shit like that.
Yeah, that's tacky.
Yeah, that's tacky. Number 24. A man loses interest in a woman the minute she says, "I love the city girls."
Yeah, I can't listen to city girls. They just sound like they got their pussies outside on the corner.
Yep. Oh, this one should have been number 2. A man loses interest in a woman the minute she tells him this, which is, "No, get one order. I'll just eat some of yours."
Oh.
Yo, I don't share food. I do not share food. You should have ordered it.
The only reason why my kids got fat is because they was in me.
Yeah. Like, no sharing food. Like, are we wrong for that though? Like, I don't feel like
no.
I'm not share my food with you. Like, I'm one of those, like, my fork, like, you know, my wife, every once in a while, like, I'll feed her something off my fork or something like that. But anybody else, I'm like, hey, nah, like, I gotta wipe this fucking fork, you know, this fork or spoon off. Like, I don't trust y'all like that. So no, there is no sharing of my food. And if it comes down to like the last slice or the last piece or something, I just rather you go and just have it and just enjoy it. Because if you tell me I can have it and I eat it, I don't want to get the backlash later. Be like, oh, well, you know, we could have split it. How are we going to split a chicken wing? We're going to eat like one side to the, you know, each person? No. So
I feel like a lot of childish, immature women do it as a sign of territory or ownership. Like, this is my man. Let me show you how much he's my man. Like, girl, like, I don't even eat off of my kids. Like, once they touch my stuff, that's yours.
Exactly.
Like, that's
number 26 on the list of a man loses interest in a woman the minute she tells him this. I like thugs is number 26. I didn't know that adult women said that shit.
See, I don't say it, but I don't mind a retired street man. I don't mind a man that knows that his ways were employee ways of thinking. Now you got to think on some ownership, boss type shit. Ain't got to answer to nobody type shit. But you can't be doing like teenage moves in a whatever mindset still when you in your 30s. Like, that's disgusting.
Okay. Number 27, a man loses interest in a woman the minute she says, "What's your sign?" That's like me. I'm not like a big enthusiast in astrology, but I didn't know that people really got offended or like this was like up in arms when people said stuff like that. But you know, I want to hear from some of the listeners. I know we got some voicemails. I'll take a break on this list.
Let's say it.
I don't deal with a woman who's beefing with her baby daddy because her beefing with her baby daddy means that there's a potential for me and him to go to blows. Yeah. And I'm not fighting no nigga who has more reason to whoop my ass than I have.
That's right.
To defend myself.
That's right. Only ugly people fight, and Mike with that glistening brown skin and beautiful face, and you know what I'm saying, nice, brilliant white teeth. He not fighting nobody.
Yep.
No sir.
Need to be better with the tongue, not the finger.
Hey.
Ooh, facts. But you do have to make sure your man doesn't have carpal tunnel, so he needs to play his video games.
Yeah, and manicure.
You also have to be careful like that because they have a lot of people, a lot of scammers and con people following them.
Yes, somebody hacked my brother's Cash App, and they took out, I want to say, $6,500 out his account. So keep posting y'all motherfucking Cash Apps if you want to. Just saying.
I got a question. Who created these questions? All these reasons.
You would be surprised. Like, basically, for this list, there was a large thread on Twitter. I have it in the show notes, and these were a lot of the replies. There were so many that I couldn't honestly. I had to kind of like combine some. That's why you hear like a lot of them being about money, is because, you know, people on Twitter, they swear they're millionaires. So a bunch of them are just like, oh, I don't want a woman to take my money. So that was a lot of that. There were more that were kind of like thought out, but I was like, it's not fun. And two, it's just like, if you just beginning to date somebody, don't nobody want to go into this like diatribe about like, you know, like Black Lives Matter and like politics and stuff like that. So I left that off the list. This is not the show for that. We basically are talking, you know, the base, you know, of what make men lose interest. And I think for the most part, these are kind of honest replies though. I want to hear from some of the listeners though.
You hit the button, I'm updating the next show.
All right, here we are.
I'll tell you a brief story about sharing food. So, you know how you go to Red Lobsters and they got the biscuits, the Red Lobster biscuits, and they're amazing, right? Yeah. So they bring them out 5 at a time. I was this was back in my formative years. I was dating a very heavy set woman, and they brought out 5, and she ate 2 and I ate 2, and then I just dug back in and got the 1. So we get our food and we're driving home, and you know, she had her food, I had my food and everything, and we go, and she called me and was mad about the last biscuit. And I was like, bitch, they was free.
She could have got
and you don't need no more biscuits because bitch, you had too many.
Woo! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna hit this button.
Hey you guys, this is Tiara checking in with you guys. But Shan, I agree with you. I like a dude that's like 1 foot in and 1 foot out the hood, if you get that. Like, I like a dude that's career minded, goal oriented, got his shit together, you know, can take care of his family. But like when he go back to the hood, he can still relate to the hood niggas and still got some of that street rugged shit. You know, I like a dude that's like 50-50. He can be 50% hood and he can be 50% or 60% maybe.
Listen,
you know, career minded. Yeah.
A man that can be at the corporate party, your family's party, the street party, and also y'all party when y'all get back to the house. And I ain't gotta worry about you.
The moment that a woman says, "What's your sign?" she's a goofy broad. Because your sign doesn't mean anything. And women put too much stock in that goofiness. Astrology means nothing. All right? Means nothing.
Absolutely.
Okay, Mike.
For me, also, the main thing that makes me lose interest, plain and simple, is, most of the people I've met over the last 5 years, 95% of them ask for money within 3 days to 1 week. Wow. And it's just like, the minute they ask for money, I'm like, nope, and I block them. Because this is just it gets old. it's just this and that. And then they also say, they asked me, I need you to do this, and it's about inheritance, gold, that kind of stuff. And it's just like, 1, I don't need it. 2, I don't want Uncle Sam in it. And 3, I don't want people, trying to get in. Plus, not that too, most of it's lies anyway. Even if it were real, that just opens up so many freaking tax questions to so much BS. You don't even want that mess or a nightmare, even if it were real.
Yeah, he's speaking fact right now.
Let me say something in defense. One of the things was if she asked for food off your plate. I don't share food, but I feel like that's a cultural thing. Like, I'm American, right? But one of the best romances I ever had was with a Filipina, and one of the things that they do is like a bonding thing is to share food. Like, you eat off the same plate or the same leaf or whatever. You cook on a banana leaf. They call it a Buddha fight. Which is funny because it's called a fight, but it's considered like really romantic if you eat together. So anytime I was with her, she wanted to eat on the same plate, drink out of the same cup and all that stuff. Which, I mean, is cool because we were swapping lots of fluids anyway.
Hey, shout out.
Listen.
No. Doing amazing, friend.
The answer is no.
For the girl, I guess her name is Tierra, that said 50% hood and 50% whatever. As a dude who is from the west side of Detroit, I'm going to tell you that doesn't exist. I currently live in Detroit, and that doesn't exist. The guy that you're asking for, he doesn't exist.
Now, what guy exists though? You got to answer her question though. Like,
let me tell you about Mike. Mike is down for shutting down the dreams of women and men, honey. Cause woo-wee.
Another thing that makes me completely disinterested in a woman is if she happens to be a part of a pyramid scheme. A susu, if you will.
Susu.
What is my wife asks food off of my plate and my pimp hand. Oh, that motherfucker is strong. I never said I used it. But it's strong. It's very disrespectful when a woman asks for something off a man's plate. It's even more disrespectful when she go across that goddamn table without asking. Now you can go ahead and eat some, but I'm gonna need that butt.
Hey. Oh man. What? Oh my God! Hold on. What, Baylor? Goodness gracious! All right, let's get back to this list. So,
okay.
Oh my God! So number 28 it's a combination. It's one of two. A man loses interest in a woman the minute she says she doesn't suck dick.
Oh.
Yeah, but also, a man loses interest in a woman the minute she says, "I don't get no complaints."
When she says that?
Yeah. So the guy on Twitter, he made this like proclamation. So he says he was talking to a girl, and I guess like the sex questions came up, right? So he asked her about, like her sexual escapades and stuff like that. And she says, "I don't get no complaints." So then he asked Twitter, he was like, "Fellas, who complains about getting pussy?" And I was like, wow, I never thought about it like that. So he said that was something that made him lose interest in her, is the fact that she said she doesn't get any complaints. So I thought about it myself. I was like, yo, like, have I ever actually, as a man, complained about getting sex from a woman? And honestly, the answer is no.
Okay, I get it when he said it like that, because men don't really give a fuck if her pussy is trash or really great. He not gonna show it up front because he gonna play it G. But I think when women have sorry pussy, he don't give a fuck. He just trying to get his nut off, and he could have got it off on a wet rag at home. But since he got this pussy though, he gonna make it work.
See, she gets it. She gets it. Now, let me see what else we got. We got a few more. Number 29. A man loses interest in a woman the moment that she starts talking negative about her ex.
Why are you bringing them up, sis?
That was number one. Everybody said, "Why are you bringing it up?" But more importantly, if you have so much hate towards your ex that you're talking to, someone new about them, Exactly. And there were so many. There weren't even just men who were commenting on this tweet. There were women who said that they aren't really over their ex. That's why that they continuously speak negative, because it ended sourly. So that's number 29, but it should be higher up on that list. Number 30 on the list of a man loses interest in a woman the minute she tells him blank. I'm a free spirit. Now I don't know exactly what that means. When a woman says
she got punani for everybody.
Oh, see, I'm thinking she's a free spirit. Like, she listening to like India Ari, and
no, it means everybody flying on that pussy like Spirit Airlines.
Oh, see, I'm looking at this. Oh, wow. Yeah, I definitely thought free spirit meant like like Janae Aiko, like you go, you have like the bowls and shit that you do the wand and shit. I'm thinking that's free spirit. I didn't think free spirit meant like, hey, you get around.
She ain't talking incense. She talking. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Damn. That one. Let me put a star on that one, because we gotta come back to that. I did not know a free spirit meant you as a hoe. Wow. Holy shit.
I feel like when you're talking to a man and you're attracted to men and you say I'm a free spirit, it means, sir, if I come home with you, I won't be there in the morning, and maybe not your wallet. Like, don't tell a man that. You don't tell a man that.
Yo, that needs to be a tweet. We're gonna tweet that. Like, do women say I'm a free spirit? Like, that is wow. So all the women who I've seen tweet shit like that, they weren't talking because like they like incense and what's that shit that you put like in your bathtub, like in the shower, you hang it over like, oh my god, what's it, like eucalyptus and shit like that? Like, damn, I'm thinking free spirit.
Women who will be happy with you one day and then tomorrow they probably gonna have you on block, and you could be like, what happened?
I'm gonna let you go ahead and play these voicemails, and then I'm gonna get the last 3.
All right.
Number 28 should have been number 1.
I think it's to Mike. Yeah, I would agree with you. It is very hard to find a dude like that. I would agree. I would agree, because I feel like most of the dudes that I kind of thought were that way, they were still kind of like, if I thought they were 50-50, they were still leaning more towards the hood side. So I would 70-70. It is really hard to find guys that are like that. They probably don't exist.
Listen, Mike said, you will never find blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, see, I don't care about your ex. I don't, man. I'm mature enough to know, as somebody else has been in that butt. You know what I mean? So I really don't care about, unless the niggas is crazy, unless they a gangbanger, because I need to know. You know what I mean? But if you continue to talk about your ex, you still attached to them in a way that I don't need you to be attached to them. And that's law. And my pimp hand is, that motherfucker's so strong. I ain't say I used it though.
I can't. He said it's greased up.
I don't like when women speak bad about their ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever, because my baby mama speaks poorly of me, and I just think the shit is irritating. And secondly, why you think I'm gonna believe you when my baby mama is saying the same things about me and I know it ain't true? Bitch, I believe him.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Greg. I thought that's what free spirited meant too. Like, you listening to that indie music and you're just
not no more.
Almost like hippie like. That's what I thought free spirited meant too. But I guess I was wrong.
These 2020 spirits, okay? These 2020 spirits will have the sage and lead you to toxic punani. Okay?
Yeah.
My ex-wife said she was a free spirit. Yeah. That's probably why she's my ex-wife. Yeah.
Mike has spoken.
Mike.
I can't.
Oh my god.
All right, free spirit number 30. My stepfather is a hippie, like hardcore deadhead hippie, and I remember complaining about this chick. I was like, man, she want to fuck with all these guys and stuff and do this and that and whatever. He said, that's a free spirit. You can't fuck with that. You can't hold her down. You can't lock her up. He said, leave it alone. So every time if a woman says I'm a free spirit, then I automatically assume she a hoe.
Listen, she's not a keeper.
Oh my god.
Yes, free spirit.
Dr. Dick
Givens. Free. Like she ain't locked in. She is free doing whatever she wants, whenever she wants to do it. That's what that means. She's definitely out there. She has friends, male friends that she is free spirited with on a regular basis.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Sunday. Tori!
She gets it. Food?
What's good?
Check your hashtag, boo. Check your hashtag. How y'all doing though?
The reason I told Tier that guy doesn't exist though is because I'm from Detroit. Detroit is 80% black. His hood is crap. Being half and half will get you killed. That's why. It's too much to be hood, and it's too much to try to survive and not be hood. Like, dudes will be like at the wrong place at the wrong time. They typically playing both sides. You can't play both sides because that'll get you killed. That's why those guys don't exist.
Come through, Mike.
I don't bring up my ex, and I don't like that bitch. I should not say.
You married.
Free spirit sounds like a booze that you buy at a store or something like that for like $5 or something like that a bottle.
Listen, not good. Gonna fuck you up in the morning.
I'm gonna have to disagree with Mike on this one. I have a great relationship with my baby mom. She lives right down the road. We hang out. Sometimes I don't really have a lot of friends, so I like to hang out with my baby mama. As far as a woman speaking bad about her ex, I kind of expect that because there's a reason why they broke up, right? So she's trying to communicate to me what happened the last time, and then I feel like that's her opening up to me and saying, okay, so I won't tolerate this. So then I know, don't do that. But at the same time, like I said, I have a great relationship with my baby mama. We're friends. We hang out. We get together, everything like that. And I don't like jealousy. I hate when a woman's jealous of my baby mama and be like,
yeah,
they don't want us to do that stuff because that's my baby mama. We had a child together. It's important that they spend time together.
Thanks. One of my kids' dads just left my house today, and I was like, Jesus, because that time, those 24 hours are up, honey. I cannot tolerate this. Where are you going? Oh man.
I think if you indicate to a man that you're free-spirited, you just want him to kind of know that you're really not looking for a committed relationship. You just want to date and find the right person for you. It doesn't always mean that you're extremely sexually active. It just means you're kind of open to different things. And maybe some of the women are even into being in poly relationships. Me personally, I'm like a committed girl, so I'm not free-spirited, but I really don't believe that every girl that's free-spirited or free-minded is a hoe.
No, I don't think she's a hoe. I just think
there's some whole activity.
Jordan, her punani is open to the public.
Yeah, you cool with your baby mama, but you single. It's probably why you single, dog. You gotta leave her alone, man. And then secondly, I don't know what you disagree with what I said. I ain't say nothing like against what you said. I said, my baby mama
is crazy and out of her mind. I don't know how you can disagree with that. You don't know.
Mike said, I stand by what I said. We hear you, Mike. We hear you. I understand.
It's always a crazy thing, too, when a woman tries to make a guy jealous. And the sad part is they look at me and when she tries to make me jealous and it never, ever worked. It's like, well, yeah, it's because I'm secure with who I am. And the thing of it is jealousy. You got better things to do with your time and energy than worry about jealousy.
Exactly.
You know the thing I find funny about women wanting men to be jealous is the men that they always want to be jealous, like he said, doesn't work. And the men who they don't want to be jealous are the most insecure, jealous people on earth.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, bro, but if her punani is open to the public, she a hoe. Move on. She's not that interested.
Whee! Oh, Lord. All right, I'm going to get to these three. More? Yeah, I got 3 more, and then I'm going to try to close out with, just 2 statements. So, number 31 in the list of a man loses interest in a woman the minute she says, "What are we?"
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, that's number 31. Number 32, a man loses interest in a woman the minute she says, "You don't understand my love language." That's
okay. So let's get this joke out because it was my reality last night. No. I'm just scrolling through Instagram and I'm minding my business. I'm doing a write-up for an episode, and Anya's dad was in my kitchen, and I said, "Hey, what is your love language?" And he said, "Oh, my love language is between Mongolian and Puerto Rican." And I said, "And this is why we will only be my child's parents."
Wow.
Like, sir, what are you talking about?
What the? Where did you get that from? Oh my Lord. Let me see. The last one on this list is a man loses interest in a woman the minute she says, "I love hard." And they also said if she says "I love hard," that means she is crazy as shit.
Agreed. She's going to be hanging out your window while you're doing 95 on the highway.
Yeah. Fellas, that is 33 of what was listed as things that a man loses interest in a woman the minute she says these things. If you agree or disagree, feel free to chime in and comment. We got a few more minutes before we go into part 2. But I wanted to, let you get these 2 voicemails off, because then I'm going to go and finish out my little portion of it.
We're going to get these voicemails off. If y'all like the show, clap it up and do what you need to do. Share it and come back to our second show. I'm going to see who this is.
Mike, the only thing I was disagreeing with is about it being a turnoff. If a woman says something about her ex. That's it. I believe you. I know crazy bitches got the best pussy, so it don't surprise me that your baby mama crazy. Mine crazy too. She done said a lot of shit about me, but she later on retracted them statements. Like, she can't say that I'm a bad father or a bad man, really. And that's just because of who I am.
Facts.
Everybody's different. I wouldn't say nothing bad about you, bro.
Yeah. Much love.
And nothing bad about Mike except he wakes up at 5 a.m. to work out.
Lord, here you are.
Number 31. What are we? We homies. If I pull up with somebody else, act like you don't know me or you never met me before. We friends. If you gotta ask that question, then we homies. That's it.
Hey.
Period.
Oh shit!
Listen, we're cordial. We're respectable people.
If she love hard, yeah, I think the safe route is not to cheat, because that sounds like it's a possibility that she might kill you, the side bitch, and
your mama
at the same time on some impressive shit. So if she love hard, you gonna for sure get that PS5. That's her for sure, because she loves hard, right? You gonna get a threesome because she loves hard. Don't cheat on her.
Yeah,
she gonna fuck your shit up.
Man, what?
Don't cheat on her. Don't say thank you to the lady at the grocery store. Don't look forward too long. Like, no, that's not it. That's not healthy
at all.
That's not healthy.
So tell us what's coming up in part 2, because I'm curious on that one, because I don't know.
These titties. I'm gonna do a woman's version of when a woman loses interest in a man piece.
Oh boy, that's gonna be spicy. Oh Lord, I'm not prepared.
I gotta serve y'all.
Well, I think that I love hard, and I'm not like crazy stalkerish, but I would say sometimes it is hard for me to get over a dude that I was really in love with. It's really hard. It would take a lot for me to get over the dude. Like, he'd have to do some real hurtful shit for me to not love him anymore. But if it was a great relationship and we just broke up because he just wanted to move on, it's hard for me to get over it. And I say the saying that I love being in love. I have that saying, so I think I love hard, but I'm not crazy stalkerish. I mean, if you move on, I'm gonna be depressed for a while, or sad about it for a while. But if you tell me you want to move on with your life, I'll let you be.
It's so hard. You know what? The joy, the natural high of being in love with somebody is cool when you're in it. What I don't like, just the shit I don't like, is the questioning you have to do after you experience the con of that. Is
exactly.
Try to make sure you don't go in it too soon, too hard, and it is very fucking taxing. And I'm not talking in a cost way. I'm talking about time and effort to really be in love with somebody today and gamble on that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get to the next voicemail, I'm gonna do like the little exit before we get to part 2. And we can, I don't know if you want to carry it over into part 2 or not. But this was a question that was posed by a listener and told me to ask it on the show in regards to this, the show. In a committed relationship, the woman decides to let herself go and has no interest or motivation in your lifestyle. It's fair the man in the relationship loses interest in her.
Okay, I'm confused. Tell me again.
Okay, so I'll read it again. So it says, in a committed relationship, so I guess like a man and a woman, the woman decides to let herself go. I'm assuming like gain weight or something like that. Yeah. And she has no interest or motivation in a healthier lifestyle. Is it fair that the man in the relationship loses interest in her as a result? So
yes, if he voiced that, that's a concern, or do you want to come with me on this walk? Do you want to get on top? And she says, no, sir, do what you need to do.
Okay. So, that will be a question that, people can answer, but answer it for part 2. I'll ask it again, near towards the end of the next show. But that was something that was posed to us. So, outside of that, we have a couple more voicemails. I'm going to try to wrap it up for this part and then get to part 2. So,
hey, y'all, this has been great. Like, I was not expecting to listen to the whole show, but I heard a lot of good comments. I followed everybody. Y'all are funny. I like what you got to say. Follow me back. That's all. Y'all listen to my mixtape? I'm just kidding. Good night, y'all.
At least if your mixtape is on here, I don't have to purchase it to listen, because I hate them motherfuckers. You know how much money I wasted buying CDs on the street? Ooh, the trash.
I don't want to be here for that part, so I'm just gonna chime out right now. I don't want to hear when a woman is getting disinterested in a man.
When a woman's fed up. Mike, okay, if you don't listen now, I'm gonna just hit you personally with all my facts.
Oh Lord.
Also, the other thing is the other one about video games. A man loses interest in a woman if she doesn't like when he plays video games. The other thing is For me, I can tell that's when a woman knows how a guy handles his anger when he gets angry.
Yes.
Because if he like sits there and throws his controller, beats the crap out of it, damages walls and stuff like that, when he loses it again, that tells me about his anger level. I just honestly just put it down, just swear, and then usually let it go.
Listen. All right, quick story. I had an ex, number 3, that only showed like true man aggression when he was playing Street Fighter. And he would wear like the head piece for that character. I forgot that wears like the bandana. And he would show like some real man aggression when he would play video games. And in my head, as I was watching him, I said, nigga, why can't you bring this shit to the bedroom? Because I'd be so bored. But he couldn't do it.
Oh, Lord.
Tierra Willie, she said that she loves hard, but she don't think she as crazy as the other love hards. And I believe her. But I also believe that you capable of killing somebody when you love hard, Tierra Willie.
Yes,
I know this for a fact. And I don't know you, but I know.
For sure.
Don't cheat on her.
For sure. I think that's when you know you love somebody too much. When they're sleeping and they're peaceful and you wake up earlier than them and you look at them and like, nigga, I should kill your ass for what you did yesterday. But you don't do it.
Part 2, please. She gets it. I don't think you really get this one. I think that it is not an excuse to leave a woman because she could gain weight or let herself go. She's depressed and she needs your support, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't leave her because she gained weight. But if you're trying and you're putting in the effort to help her out of it, and she's like hella resistant, it's kind of like, to what level do you sit there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be selfish and depressed. You're gonna have to choose one, honey bunny.
I don't like a man who plays video games. I don't play video games. I don't watch TV. I don't get on Facebook, none of that shit. You know why? Because I get angry.
Ooh. He said he just worked. All right, y'all. So this was a good show. But we about to get in part 2, which means we about to slip up out of here and we about to slip back in a new show. So join us on the next show and we about to be back. All right. You ready to get out of here?
Oh yeah. Go ahead and just play those last 2 and then we out.
All right.
If a woman gains weight and she needs my support, probably can't give it to her because she gained weight.
What? Mike, bring your ass in our next episode because I gotta talk to you about that.
Fuck that shit. I'm out.
Why are men so resistant?
Oh,
Cornholio might be a serial killer. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Not playing video games and not watching TV and not being on social media. Oh yeah, I'm about to call up. Let me go check that nigga basement.
Baylor. All right, we gonna play this one and then we gonna get out of here.
Baylor, you might be right. But I guess it's never gotten to that point where I felt like I had to kill a nigga. But you may be right. Maybe if I don't know, like I said, guys have done a lot of fucked up shit to me in the past before. And I didn't want to kill him. I wanted to get a little revenge, but not kill him, get revenge. But I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Maybe if somebody takes me there. But I don't know. You know, like I was telling you guys, I'm a nice girl. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to want to do bodily harm to people. Like y'all were saying earlier, y'all don't fight. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. It takes a lot for me to go there. So I don't know. Maybe.
All right, man.
Check my basement. I ain't never killed nobody.
He said they in the trunk. He put them in the room.
Oh my Lord.
All right, we out of here.
All right. See y'all for part 2.